What is up, ladies and gentlemen? NoZoupForYou here, and today we are going to talk about the Prinz Eitel Friedrich, or PEF, as I like to call her for short. Actually, I think everybody likes to call her PEF for short, because Prinz Eitel Friedrich is kind of hard to say. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, so PEF is obviously the acronym for that, and that's what I'll be calling it for the rest of this video, this review and in-depth look at this ship. Well, it's not going to be too in-depth. I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this ship. And I know I haven't done a review on this ship before. I'm kind of glad that I waited because I was able to use this ship in ranked sprint. I stopped using it. I haven't ranked out yet. I'm right around 4, rank 4. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm at rank 4 right now. And part of the reason I have not ranked out yet is because of this ship. You know, it's very rare that I can't find a good thing to say about a ship. It's very rare that I absolutely trash a ship for some reason or for another, because I know I have limits in my skills and ability. All players do. All players get to a point where sometimes they just can't make a ship work. I mean, every ship usually has some redeeming quality. It does something well, whether it starts fires good, or it's fast, or it has great anti-aircraft capability, or something to that effect. All ships have some redeeming quality that make them worth playing in some way, shape, or form. Well, I tell you what, this ranked sprint season in the PEF, it really made it a challenge to find something good to say about the PEF. And in all honesty, I don't think I can. I don't think there's anything good I can say about this ship. I mean, I'll get the only thing I can think of out there right away. It's got decent anti-aircraft capabilities. Now that AA is nowhere as good as it was back when we were testing it, everything about the ship seems to have been nerfed from that point. But I decided to give it a try. I decided to give this ship a try in ranked sprint. And for the most part, in the very beginning of ranked sprint, I was able to do decent enough with it. It carried me up to rank 5. But I mean, you can do that with any ship if you're a decent player. You can get to rank 5 in just about every single ship in this game. Well, once I hit rank 5, once better players started coming up on the other teams, that's where I hit a brick wall with this ship and really discovered how utterly craptastic, for lack of a better word, this ship is. And I'll go out and say it right now. I honestly think that this is the worst premium battleship in the game. I can't think of another one off the top of my head that is worse than this ship. In fact, the last time I've struggled this much in a ship, the last time that I've hated a ship so much was the Krasny Kyrm. Well, Krasny Kyrm, but everybody calls it the Krispy Kreme, so that's probably where I got that from. Anyhow, I have not hated a ship as much since the Krasny. But here we are with the PEF. And by all rights, this ship looks like it should be good. I mean, it's got 14-inch guns. That's not horrible. But, as it is, I'd much rather be in the Graf Spee. I'd much rather be using the Graf Spee's guns. The guns on the PEF, for some reason, cannot hit and pin crap. Yeah, I mean, I've citadeled cruisers in it numerous times, but not as many as I would have in a New Mexico or a Dunkirk or some other battleship. And I have not citadeled a single battleship. Not one. I have not hit one citadel in a battleship. I've aimed in the right spots. I've been anywhere from 10 kilometers in. I've been firing at them at 5 kilometers, 4 kilometers, nothing. Not a zip zero. In this season of ranked sprint, it's been hard even accumulating 60,000 damage in this ship. If I hit 60,000 damage in the PEF and ranked sprint, I've had a great game. I consider it a great game, and that's sad, because I can go out in Arizona and do that with no issues whatsoever, barely without even trying. I mean, in fact, the round you're watching right now, this was the last round I played in the PEF in ranked sprint. I gave up after this round. I just could not do it anymore. I can't. And really, the only reason I tried ranking out with the PEF is because of that bloody Nerves of Steel campaign. All for 2018 steel. Is it 2018? My mistake, it's 2019. 2019 makes sense, right? Because we're going into the new year. and it has been brutal knocking out these Nerves of Steel missions. I'm on 4 or 5 right now. I gave up after 3 of them. Honestly, I'm contemplating whether or not it's worth the remaining 819 steel to do what I need to do in this campaign. 300 ribbons wasn't quite that hard. That 400 steel was probably the easiest of all of them to get. Moving on though, that 8,000 base XP in Ranked Sprint, that came a little harder. And then that 30,000 XP, even with multipliers and everything else, that was harder still. So now I'm confronted with 2 final missions, cause 250,000 HP of damage to ships, and at the going rate I'm in right now, that would take at least 5 or 6 rounds of Ranked Sprint. And at rank 4, I don't want to lose those rounds. I just want to rank out. I'm probably going to take a T61 or something and just get it over with. The Nerves of Steel mission is a pain in the rear if you have a PEF. And I will say right now, the only redeeming thing about the PEF is that you can get it for free, that you don't have to pay for it. And if you're contemplating paying for it, if you're contemplating buying the PEF, I'm just going to save you some money and some time right now and say don't do it. Do not buy it. And yes, I know there are probably some of you players out there that are watching this and they're like, well, I do wonderful in the PEF. I love this ship. I've done great in her. You know what? I commend you. You have done what I cannot. And I consider myself pretty good at battleships. I tend to like battleships. But the PEF, not for me. Could not get to work whatsoever. You know, I know there's other CCs out there. I talked to Mijash a lot. We talked about the West Virginia. We've ribbed each other because I absolutely love that ship and he absolutely hates it. But even we both agree that PEF is a steaming hulk of trash. It's just not good. It's not worth the frustration either. The only thing it has going for it, aside from that somewhat decent AA, is speed. It's got the ability to get in quick. You can get in brawling range very, very fast in this ship. And once you get there, it can be fun. Your secondaries start popping off at about 6.5 kilometers out if you fully spec it for secondaries. But they're only going to do so much for you. So yeah, you can get in and brawl with this ship. And I have had some fun scrapes with her, but I haven't come out surviving any of them. And it hasn't helped me win in Ranked Sprint. So, yeah, I guess this isn't so much a review as it is just a kind of tirade against the PEF. But in all honesty, I'm going to stand by what I said. I think this is the worst premium battleship in the game. And Wargaming, take note. Because I don't normally trash a ship like this. I just don't. I don't like doing it. I like finding redeeming qualities in ships. But this ship has few. So please, if you're looking at this ship, Wargaming, help it. Help it in some way. It needs something. It needs a lot. It needs more than something. Buff it. Buff this ship. Because I think at the base, this could be a fun ship with the right tweaks. Again, it's got that speed. It's got that ability to close in. It's got the foundation to be able to do something good, have some redeeming qualities, but as it stands right now, the guns on it just suck. Oh, and if you think you don't want to use AP and you're going to use HE, if you think HE is going to help you a little more, no, it's not. Because your fire percentage chance in these guns, it's just not there. You can't start fires with these guns either. The guns are the single worst thing about this ship. If you can fix the guns on this ship, you might actually have a decent ship. But I'm done. I can't. I don't want to talk about this ship anymore because it's been a frustrating ride. It really has. And my mother always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. So I guess I've said a lot already, haven't I? Anyhow, I just want this to serve as a warning for those of you that are thinking about purchasing the PEF. I would strongly advise you not to, and try and get it for free because you can. If you want to collect this ship, go for it. But once you have it, you're not going to play it. You're not going to want to play it. There are better ships out there. I would play the Baron over this ship. The Baron is a much better ship than this ship. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all are doing wonderful, and I will catch you all later. Zoop out.